Oh, what is up? Okay, I'm live here now. Let's see if anybody can see me. So I'm gonna share. Instagram is not on this. I wonder why. Anyway, what we got? Participants, pop out chat, toggle timestamp. What's up, everybody? Just having a little tough time. Nobody here yet, so I can't share. Oh yeah, I can share. Let's see here. What can I do here? Oh, let's see. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. You got Twitter, Google, no Instagram. So what I'm gonna do is copy the embedment. Shrink the screen for a second here. Yeah, copy that. Boom. Okay, cool. Let's see if yo, Wheelrow, what's up, man? Yo, I'm here. What is up, dude? Um dude, I'm so sorry. This is pretty late right now. I've been having some trouble on my Streamlabs. I just got a laptop, and I know the little picture here is a little bit grainy. I'm trying to see if I can fix that. I guess not. Let me see here. Yeah, there's not much here I can do. Yo, I'm gonna add you, Will, as a moderator, buddy. It's a process. That's true, buddy. Yeah, I know there's a way. I just got this laptop yesterday, and I downloaded Streamlabs. And those using the chat, what's up, Liam A? What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Just keep the good work up, bud. Thanks, Will. I just the Streamlabs is driving me insane up the wall. And what's going on? Yeah, it's been driving me crazy. So I just decided to go directly to here. Okay, so I decided to come here. Sorry, I have this on a little folding table here. Actually, let me straighten that out. Okay, that's better. So I'm glad you guys can hear me too, because some odd reason, I don't know what it is, but my microphone that I normally use, which I'm using right now, it's getting a webcam soon. That's awesome, dude. All right, well, I can't call you Minorca Home Solutions. I know it's you, buddy, but I'm just so used to calling you Wheelrow. If you don't mind that, if you guys tuned in last night, Vince, and Tokyo Drew interviewed Vince from VCG Construction. That was pretty cool. We got to know a little bit more. Well, I got to a little more about Vince. What's up, Mike Rowan? It's been a while, man. What's going on? How's everything going? Gosh, this camera. I'm sorry, guys. This is so grainy right now. Let me just. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's see what we got here. Maybe I can fix that issue. Pictures. Go to my settings. Alright, so let's print his mouse. Background, lock screen, link your Android phone, display sound notifications and power. I got Cortana here. Looks like to me not a Bluetooth and other devices, USB, autoplay, typing, touch. Just really trying to see. I guess there's display settings, devices, and printers. Let's go to devices and printers. Well, from the looks of it, 7 items. What? USB receiver. Oh, that's just a mouse receiver. Okay. All right, so technically I don't have a setting for this for the camera, so that's a little odd. Why don't they have a camera setting? I'm just very curious on that. So lots of good, yeah, it was lots of good info last week. I'm still trying to catch up on some of on the videos of VCG videos. I've missed out on a few. That's why I'm getting a webcam client guy. Yeah, there's a webcam. I bought a laptop and it has the webcam built in, but it's not. It doesn't look too great. Let's see. It's just add a little focus there. No, it doesn't focus. I know there was a way. There's always a way to fix these things. And how's the stream, everybody? How's the live stream right now? Let me know if it's still a little off. It's it's not looking too great. Am I like lagging in any way? Just let me know on the stream. Mine does too, but external webcam is always better. It's true. It is always better. Thanks for that, Wheel Row. I think I'm gonna have to do that as well. Get an external webcam. It just makes things a lot easier. Liam says was a little choppy in the beginning, but it's all good now. Thanks, Liam. Max B, 90s quality, but good nonetheless. Yeah, I know. This laptop is it's brand new. And it's a shame that it has this quality. I mean, you would think that, for something like this to work, would have good quality. Yeah, I'm really trying to figure out if there is a setting for the cameras here. Resolution. Okay, here we go. Recommended 920 80. We already know that. Landscape 150%. It was crazy. But anyways, guys, focus assist. What is this? Choose notification you can hear and stay focused on. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, it doesn't really have. Find a setting. I guess webcam. Let me try that. We'll look for it for me. Camera privacy settings. Allow access to the camera on this device. Realize people using this device we would choose to no. Allow apps to access your camera. If you allow access, you can choose. Okay. Here we go. Wow, that's really not that much to go on here. Diagnostic and feedback, general. Yeah, there's really nothing here. Oh wait, I found it. Same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, that sucks. Doesn't really give you a camera setting separately, but we got the microphone. So I got my microphone hooked up. Messaging off, Cortana on, camera on. There's not really much to go on this. I mean, it's one of these Microsoft Chromebooks or what have you that I just bought off Amazon. And it's just something for to go on here. Now, you're okay, man. Thanks, buddy. Logitech makes one for $100 for under $100. Yeah, I know that. Logitech always been my favorite. I mean, right now what I'm using is a Logitech mouse, wireless mouse with the USB chip on it. They're awesome. I even got the keyboard. I got the keyboard right here that came with the mouse and the USB. So, oh, whoops, just hit the button. Escape. There you go. But it's a laptop. I got a keypad on a laptop anyway. And it's not much on the camera here, so let's see. See, guys, microphone. I still got it. So, anyways, guys, a lot was learned from Vince. Where he's from, what school he went to. First time we seen the missus. Picture of him out. That was pretty cool. And I didn't know he was married for only about 2 years. That's kind of wild. I didn't even know he was 41. Cause he didn't look it. Honestly, he didn't look it. I assumed he was like in his like late 30s. You know, me being 31, he was like 37, 36, 37, maybe 38. He looks pretty well fit for for an Italian. So, anyways, guys, I've been having some problems with Streamlabs. If those of you who use Streamlabs, let me know. Private message me on Instagram. Walk me through it because I've been trying to get like it started, and I would go on live, but it wouldn't show up on YouTube. It's really odd. It's supposed to be it. It's linked to my YouTube channel, but it's not going. It's just not starting up. I don't on my laptop. I don't know why. So I'm a little too close. Sorry, guys. So oh, I'm just saying in the shop with Tom here. Whoa, oops. So let's see here. Go on my channel and let's see what's going on. Well, there I am on. Let's see what's going on. Well, there I am on. Just a little bit. You're okay, man. Says Wheelrow. Yeah, I gotta send notifications to everybody. I haven't really done that as yet, so let's try. Let me just try to send that right now. Yo, Kona Man's here. What's up, Kona Man? How you doing, Klein guy? I'm good, man. How are you doing? I've just been. I was just having. If you just came in, bro, I've been just discussing about also the my live stream now. I'm using a laptop. I know it's a bit grainy. Oh, you're the man. Wilrow's now the moderator here. He is the man right now. Mike Roten's here. Wirrow's here, who now goes by Minorca Home Solutions. Those of you who do not know who's Minorca Home Solution, it is Wirrow himself. He's got a new channel. I guess for your, I mean, it's quite interesting. How did you come up with that name, actually, Wirrow? Let us know, man. Let me know how you came up with that name. It's pretty cool. I just actually heard about it, and because I was just going over the Tokyo Drew interview with Vince from VCG. So that was pretty cool. Let's see here. So it's gonna share with everyone else here that I know, friends, family, Instagram. You get it's my business name. Oh, that's awesome, bro. That's cool. That's your business. That's awesome, dude. Oh, a lot of I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, but we'll see, guys. Minorcans settled here in my town in the 1700s. Dope. That's pretty cool, man. Well, history in my own town. Dude, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. You actually put in the history, the history of your the history of your town in your business. That's where you're from. So why not? That's pretty cool. It's really clever, and it just it suits it. It suits you, buddy. It really does. Thank you so much for sharing that, man. I didn't know that. I mean, it's probably something I missed. They didn't really I don't know if you probably mentioned that to Vince, but I don't think he ever just mentioned that on the interview with Tokyo Drew. But he did mention that Tokyo Drew wanted to know who's Minorca Home Solutions, and he said it was you. It was Ruro. So thanks for the heads up. But use the file. Use the file, Kona. So how's everybody's weekend going? Because my weekend has been a little bit of a total drag with this. Like I said, if Kona is you're coming in right now, and Mike Roten, I've been having some problems since I've got my laptop. As you can tell, the quality is a little different. It actually looks, maybe from I don't know about you guys, but from my cell phone, it looks a lot better. I don't know. Got a little bottom window there. It looks pretty cool. Looks really good. Just a few seconds behind. Gonna try to add everybody, message everyone. It ain't bad, man. Thanks a lot, buddy. You're the man. You know what? You the man, Will Row. You the man. You the man. Don't say I'm the man, but you the man. So anyway, that interview was pretty cool. But as I was saying before, to Cone Man, I know Cone Man just jumped in. I was just having just a hectic day. I know I was supposed to be live at 7 o'clock like I normally would every Sunday, but I had some problems with the Streamlabs software where I would be shown live, but I couldn't figure out how to share and notify everybody that I'm live. So it wouldn't let me do that. It would send me back to, because right now I'm on the website, the YouTube website doing this, and it'll send me back to the YouTube website, but then it'll say I'm offline and it'll just give me a whole back and forth runaround. So I just said, screw it. I'm just going to go and do it right now because, you know, I'm committed to doing my videos, my channel, and so forth. And I want to, keep you guys, post and update and share some info. I like this, I like doing this. It's fun, I enjoy it. And normally my show, this would end right now at 9 o'clock Eastern time. I'm not sure everybody else, so forgive me if I'm not, but I will try to be more accurate on the time and be more time. What's that word I'm looking for? Wow, this sucks. How many days of filing in one full day? Comment says, you guys are so evil. I had to buy the Chance 3 Tickle Me Elbow set. I found 2 in South Tampa. Stop doing that to me, guys. I have 3 kids. I do take donations. Ha ha ha. You're funny, bro. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, this is pretty cool. It doesn't look too bad. Now that now I'm doing it this way. But I would like to do the Streamlabs because I really set up. I finally got to set up the stream on Streamlabs, but it's just not working. And you guys, I don't know if you guys are getting notifications, but for some reason, I was supposed to be on 7 o'clock. When I set up everything, it just didn't go live at 7 o'clock. So there was a huge issue with that, and I was just going crazy. Like I went like nuts. It was really frustrating going back and forth. Yeah, you are the man, Conan Man. Conan Man Studios, you are the man. You the man. You've always been the man. As everyone else in this live stream. Oh, my group limit reached. So let's see here. That's odd. I want to send a message out, but I guess, it's sort of not working. I don't know what's going on. So what's going on? I got 3 likes. I got 5 viewers. I get it. But listen, share this online chat. We're here. I know it's late, but I'll be off. I'm gonna be off soon, around 10 o'clock. So we about an hour or so. I share. Well, of course, Will. You always share, buddy. That's why you're the moderator in this chat. I made you a moderator. You should be proud. Max B, how long you've lived in NYC, John? I lived in New York City all my life. And I moved around a lot in this state, and once living out in Jersey for about a year. And but most of the time here in New York. I'm originally born from Brooklyn in the neighborhood of Bushwick. But I moved around a lot. I lived most of my life from at the age from 8 years old. I moved to Queens and lived there until I was 19. And I now currently reside in Staten Island. So check your clock settings. It will mess with your YouTube live. Yo, that's what I was doing, dude. And I kept setting it for 7 o'clock. So every time I saved and I put Eastern time, New York, and I saved it, it would automatically say 10 p.m. March 3rd. I'm like, why is it doing that? So it just, yeah, and normally it doesn't do that. I would normally set it, and you guys seen my videos. I normally set a time. I schedule, after I edit my videos for Tool Review Tuesday, TRT, I would finish editing, schedule it for Tuesday, 8 p.m., and then no problem. It'll show. You guys see it. You guys will get the notifications or what have you, and it'll show. No issue. So I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I really don't know what's going on with YouTube. And I'm gonna see if I can look a little more into that. So, I'm still trying. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. Max B says that's cool. I'd love to see the city, but I hate big groups of people. Listen, bro. If you ever come down to New York City, here's a tip. You come down here on vacation or what have you. Try to come down here. It's best you visit the like Brooklyn, Queens, or Staten Island, and in the Bronx. In the summertime it's great. You don't want to come down here in the winter unless you're the type of person that, oh, I want to come down for the holidays, check out Rockefeller Center, the Christmas tree, and what have you. That's fine. That's great. But it does get really crowded, and we don't want to. You don't want to be mixed up in crowds, and a lot of people don't like crowds. My lady doesn't like being in big crowds, so I understand how you feel, buddy. I totally understand it. Um, but the best time to ever go in the city, I guess, at any time, whether it's snowing or it's hot, cold, what have you, go on a Saturday. Not a Saturday. I'll tell you what. You can go on a Saturday. Certain parts in Manhattan, like downtown, financial district. But Sundays is where it gets pretty quiet. It gets pretty quiet. It's not a lot of people. It's not crowded. Um, and there's tourists, but it's more like the people who live in New York aren't really out because it's like, it's they mostly commute or they work in the city. It's mostly people who live out of state that come, like New Jersey or Connecticut. They come here because they work here. So Sundays are like the best time to come down to Manhattan, check out, go sightseeing, check out the check out tour attractions and all that. It's better that way. You come down, and if you come down here like on a weekday or so, you're gonna get smacked, hit in the middle, full of crowds and traffic and train delays. It's ridiculous. But like I said, best advice: come down on a Sunday or sometimes Saturday. It depends. So let me see. Dan the Man Solderhome. Yo, where's Dan the Man Solderhome? He's not here today, is he? Well, we got 10 views. Good, awesome. Thanks for reminding me about it. I completely forgot. This is Max B. He busted out the deepest, darkest places. Some call him evil, others call him hero. We are talking about the greatest superhero nobody knows, Demon. Oh, it's the EJM Demon. What's up, buddy? He just got in. What's going on, buddy? Conman Studio says, freaking man, when you call me before you came on the air, call Brandon. I want to know. Brandon's here. How you doing, Klein Guy John? What's up, buddy? I'm good, man. I'm good. I got a little flustered. I got really I got into it with my little laptop here with Streamlabs, but I'm good. I'm good. I just decided to just flip on over to regular old YouTube Live. So I will pretty much edit everything on this later. What I was trying to do is trying to put in my intro and my outro for my live streams. Because I'm now upgrading. I've got a laptop now. It came in yesterday. I ordered it on Amazon. Plus I finally got a tripod, a decent one. And I just try to, be show a little more legitimacy on my channel, you know. So just trying to see if I could. I'll just post it on live. There we go. Okay, it is what it is. There we go. Comment says, Demon, I got to do your brother's wholesale line, and the Diablo crying guy talked about the pilot drill bit. I bought the set when it was on clearance. Something then do a review about that. Brandis says, your channel has really grown in the past few weeks. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. It has. And I'm actually surprised that it has, because let me tell you, when I first started, I didn't start out as Klein Guy John. Believe it or not. I started with my just my name, my first and last name, and I started with a few videos. If you guys check out later on, I post a link up. Check out the link up here. I'll post it after this live stream is done. My first few videos that I did about, I believe it was about 3 or 4 years ago. It got a lot of views, and those of you who've been on my channel and you've take a look back at the older videos, you'll see 3.5K views and 2 point whatever K views from my older videos. Those are my first, I think it was the first 3 videos I done. Those were that had the most views. And then I didn't, stay with it as I am today, because I was very busy. I had, I was going through a lot of stuff, financially, and, trying to really survive out there, even in, in this trade I'm in as an electrician and working my way up. So it was really difficult to do videos and, try to keep up with the trade and everything that's going on. So it's pretty hard. And now, I mean, it kind of still is now. Once in a while, you guys probably don't see me as much. I did take like almost a month off from YouTube. Those of you who've been on and noticing that I was off for almost a month, a couple weeks ago. Now I'm back. I'm trying to be more committed to the channel and to you guys. And I missed out a lot as well. And because those past few weeks I was on the prevailing wage job, which really took a lot of my time. I mean, even though I get off early from the job site, it's a long commute here from the Bronx to Staten Island. It's about almost a 2.5 hour commute. So it's pretty tough. Just come home just exhausted, not even able to do anything. So did I win the prize? Oh, hold on 1 second. I missed a lot of your comments here, guys. EJ, how's the weather in your area, Konaman? Says Demon. I was one of the first sub from last year. Really? So did I win the prize? I got in around 30. Jason says hi. Told me about this channel. Thanks, buddy. Oh, Klein guy, super chatted VCG and King of the Crease. Did it in. Wait, what do you mean by that, Wheelrow? Oh, booted him the stream. Wait, what was that? Did I really get booted? I didn't even notice I got booted off the stream. Did I really? Max B, not the blast person info, but I'm smoking the last cigarette in my pack. Heavy smoker since I was 15. Quitting time is now. The next week will be fun. Ha ha ha. Yo. Hold on, I can't really right now. I'm just getting a video chat from my own mother. I'm on live stream right now, so I'm gonna have to decline this. She's gonna have to check out the stream. Sorry, Mom. It's my mother. She's trying, but normally I can't with you guys. But anyways, fixing houses don't work. People have to talk about something. Brandon says, first video of yours I saw was the live stream with Milwaukee Radio. Will Rose shared the video out, and a bunch of us checked it out. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, Will Rose the man. Yo, if you guys have not, and those of you coming in and haven't seen Will Rose channel, and I know some of you already know Will Rose by now, check out his channel. He's awesome. He's putting in videos, doing tool reviews, doing tool demonstrations, job site videos. He's got an awesome channel. Check him out. He's coming up right now in the YouTube world. So check him out. Support his channel, because I'm I've been an avid supporter for him for a while now, and he's awesome. He's really come up in YouTube as well. We're both trying. We're both one of the very few creators here on the channel on YouTube that are really trying to put ourselves out there and share the information we know in the trade, and any trade, and it's fun. I find it to be fun, what time we have to do it. But it's not easy. I can understand it's probably not that easy to do videos. It's certainly not easy for me as well. But when I can and when he can, do it. Do videos, post them, inform you guys out there in the chat on YouTube. Those of you who aren't YouTube creators and you're coming in for the info, you're coming in for the hangouts, and to ask questions, get info, and just do better out there in the field. That's awesome, because it's a great community. We all should, YouTube is a great platform for bringing everyone together and trading information, and sharing advice and stuff and helping one another out. It's really cool. I like it. And I'm going to continue being on YouTube, and hopefully Wiro and Vince from VCG, Conan, or Chris Conkle Vlogs, and Tokyo Drew, and all the other creators out there, hopefully they're gonna stick around long enough, even if we have kids. Well, some of you guys do have kids, but when I have kids, I want to still be able to do this and maybe do it with my own family as well. Have something to pass it down to. You forgot, bro. What I just missed. Brandon is the man. Who do I just miss? Yeah, man, a long time ago, client guy. I came over and subbed, and the rest is history. He did, yeah, you did. Man, wow, that's crazy. How time flies, huh? Sound like a bad corded phone connection. It says Autobahn Dan. Autobahn Dan is in the house, ladies and gents, or gents and gents. Thanks, man. Oracle Home Solutions, as Vince would say, you're a beast. You know what? I couldn't say any better, but Vince does say you're a beast way better than anybody on YouTube. He goes, you're a beast, like that, It goes like that. It's funny. It's really cool to have you guys come up with. Yeah, it is, bro. You're the man, bro. Of course, man. You're awesome, dude. Let's see. And so everybody here in the chat, those you guys, Brandon, Autobahn Dan, Dan the Man Solder Home, Conan Man Student, you guys are awesome. Keep it up. I really like these small channels where we can just talk about whatever. Actually learn a lot too. Yeah, seeing all these peeps with vapes looks like it's with the motions of putting something in your lungs. Conan says, Demon, I love northeast of Tampa's airport, close enough where I can hear the engines. Max B says, yeah, it seems vaping is a trend. Autobahn says, whoa, lost the chat again. Where else's community is cool. It is, definitely. So, guys, what do you guys would like to talk about on the chat? Because, I almost went live on Instagram just now by accident. Oops. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Any questions you guys have to one another, to myself? Oh, okay. I don't know what I just did here. Three-way switches. Okay. What is up? Yo, Jason Reynolds here. Jason Reynolds, what's up, buddy? Still confuses me every time. Okay. Well, when it comes to three-way switches, Brandon, Clement says, Klein guy is just starting. I'm just having some fun and trying to do something I like, demons and solder home. I can't be like Vince. I don't know how to add it, so most of my videos are one shot. To put a cell phone close to the old CD player. So with three-way switches, I would like to draw something on that. And let me see if I could. Well, for three-way switches, you're putting one on each end of the hallway. first, if you and it comes in general, when it comes down to three-way switches, the first thing you should look for is in a switch box when you take off the plate, take off the device, if it's a single pole, whatever. Be sure that you have a possible on both ends a 12-3 or maybe two 12-2s coming in feeding that one switch, because the way you can, there's two different ways, or actually there's 3 or maybe 4 different ways of wiring a three-way, but the two different ways, the common ways I'll show you do a three-way is when you have a 12-3, which is 3 wires, black, white, red, or green. The green is not, the green you have to understand is a ground. It's not considered a conductor. So you have to consider the black, the red, and your white. Your white, your neutral is a conductor. Your red is a phase, and black is also a phase or a feed. When you're bringing down to that point where you're bringing a 12-3, and it makes it so much easier. You have a 12-2 coming in and a 12-3 coming out. Your 12-3 coming out to the other switch your black or red will both act as travelers. So whenever you look at a three-way switch, like a three-way toggle or a three-way Decora rocker switch, you want to always start bringing your feed to feed your switch to the common, or like a black screw. Sometimes the black screw could be like a dark gold or brass color, and your travelers will sometimes be like a chrome screw or brass screw and a black screw. Now the black will be, like I said, your common, which mainly you bring in your power in, and then you have your two travelers up top, or in another case you have two travelers on the side. You use your 12-3 or 12-2 if you have two 12-2s coming in, one feeding your neutral, your neutral for, because you want to tie in your neutrals first for anything, and your ground, your neutrals first. Your black or your black-red, your black will come in, your black will come into your common. Out, you connect your 12-3 or 12-2 black-white to the two travelers. Now keep in mind, when you're doing your two travelers, you have to match those two wires to the other end of the switch, to the other device, or your switch, to the other end of the hall, whichever the case may be. If you're in a hallway or a staircase, be sure you're matching it into the same terminals, because if you don't, there may be another person moving into the house, or another tech comes in and just can't figure out what goes where. In some instances, people get confused bringing a traveler to the common, and then what will happen is you'll have a switch that acts like a single pole. You'll have a three-way energizing the other three-way, but then the three-way acts as a single pole. When you shut down the first three-way switch, your other three-way won't work. That's just how it is. But I really wish I could just make a drawing of it, but it's kind of hard to explain it because a lot of people get confused with three-way switches. Let's see what we got here. Sounds like when you put a cell phone. No, sorry, read that already. Man, I am the man, Brandon. Doesn't have the man, nobody here. Okay, client guy, you cannot say like a beast. Benz has the trademark. Jason realized, guys, Vince has a trademark. Sorry, he does. Move cell phone away from the mic. Oh, thank you, Audubon Dan. Sorry, buddy. Away it is. Doesn't bottom left go to the bottom right on the other switch? Yes, you can do that. But the confusing issue, a lot of people have three-way switch confused, that sometimes they'll take the two travelers and they'll mix the traveler with, like, let's say your black and red. So you got your black and red here, and it goes to the device. It's supposed to basically match up, or if it's just the other way, it's fine. The power is going in the same direction on those travelers. But what some people get confused is that they'll bring one of the travelers to the common and the other traveler to wherever, or they'll get confused with the wiring, and then the three-way will act as like a master switch for that three-way to act as a single pole. And when you shut off that three-way, which is a master switch, and you try to turn on the light on the other side, it won't turn on. So a lot of people get that confused, and they always call an electrician or someone to fix the issue. and then that person has no idea what's going on. So if I had a piece of paper, it makes things so much easier. I just like to draw things basically, but you will kind of get the idea. If you guys don't understand it, then just let me know. What I can do is maybe on a private Instagram, private message me on Instagram. I can probably further explain to you how a three-way switch works. But basically, you want to have both travelers go to the opposite end of the hallway to the switch to the other three-way to match, to the same traveling terminals, and then out of the common of that three-way switch that you connect to, that common, you're going to feed your switch leg to the light. That's going to be your switch leg to the light, in other words. So you come out of your first three-way switch to the second three-way, and out of the common of that three-way switch, you will wire your switch leg to the light. Meaning you're black, or if you have a 12-2 coming from the light to that second three-way switch, that'll be your switch leg. And it's pretty simple if you do it. I've been wiring three-way switches for a while, and it's pretty simple for me. There are other ways of also wiring three-way switches. If you don't have a 12-3, you can use two 12-2s, and then on each box, so you have one 12-2 coming in as your power for your feed, and your neutral going directly straight back to the light. Then you have your other 12-2 coming in. Your black and your white will be your travelers. But always keep in mind, when you're connecting your white to a traveler, you want to mark or tag it as a phase, you want to mark as a traveler. So you would put like a red or a black tape around the white. So that way no one gets confused, like, oh, why do they got a neutral wire connected to as a traveler? It makes no sense, and I don't know what's going on here. A lot of people get confused, and when it comes down to that, when wiring it with two 12-2s instead of a 12-2 and a 12-3, which makes it much easier. But now if you let me see here on the chat here. Oops, I turned off live chat there. My bad. Usually three position switch way is an HOA, means hand off auto. Hand position means you have control of motor or whatever. Well, what he's implying is he's asking how to basically wire a three-way switch in a residential commercial. Brandis is very helpful. I get the idea. Just one of those things that gets me every time. Your cell signal is giving EMF interference on your mic. Okay, listen. Jason Reynolds, thanks for all the info. Client guy John, I appreciate it, man. Hey, no problem. Anytime. If you have any more questions, just ask, buddy. If you get lost, just let me know. Send me a message on Instagram. I can just actually draw you an actual illustration of a three-way switch, and that'll help you out. So let me know. I can help out anytime. Office usually center, no power going through anything. Auto means you have a limit switch or a float or something that activates what you want done. That's how a three-way is done. Well, that's totally. I was only talking about control panels. Sorry, client guy. Nah, it's cool, Colin, man. And you're right. That is another way. Control panels, they work a little differently when you want to control one thing manually or automatically. Like basically you have those machines, like septic tanks, for instance. Septic tanks use somewhat similar effect. They use like a three-way type switch, or what they call a three-position switch. They'll have it for like you have an offsetting, you have manual or hand, and then you have auto. So they call those three-positioned or three-way switches. I've heard someone use that term before. So it's cool, man. It's cool. Let's see here. Usually three. Okay. Harbor Freight certified. Just kidding. Wiro says, yeah, Brandon, pretty cool. He needed it. LOL. Conman says, okay, I read that one already. Thanks for all the info, client guy. John. Conman says, I was only talking about control panel. Sorry, client guy. You went over that. Brandis says at Autobahn Dan, only the finest tools at Harbor Freight. It's true. Harbor Freight's got some. They have some great tools. You can't knock Harbor Freight because now, if you guys know any history about Harbor Freight tools, I'm gonna post a link right here to Redbeard's Den of Tools. He's got the history of Harbor Freight. He's another YouTube creator and channel. He's doing awesome, by the way. And if you guys know him, he's the bear. Red Dan the Bear, Redbeard Bear. He's pretty. It's a pretty cool channel. He tells the history of Milwaukee, history of Harbor Freight tools. I think he went over the history. I don't know if he has done the history of Lowe's and Home Depot and all these other corporate tool companies, but he's really on point on it, and I love his videos. Check him out. I'm gonna post a link right here for his channel. Check him out. He's Redbeard Den of Tools. Check his channel out. He's awesome. It's always best to use 12-3 when doing three-way switch. Okay, Jason Reynolds says, yeah, it's always best to use 12-3 when doing three-way switches. It's a lot less confusion over using 12-2 and having extra set marked. Best just stick with 12-3. 12-3 wire is the best way of doing best use of using for installing three-way switches, just because it limits the confusion. And he's right, limits confusion of using two 12-2s. Now, if you're using two 12-2s, that's different story, because if it's there, use it. But mark your wires so the next guy who comes up behind you do the job, he doesn't get confused himself. So always bear that in mind. Those of you who do electrical or do minor electrical work, keep that in mind. But if you're not, like I said, as a disclaimer, I put this up. I'll try to put this up on my few videos whenever I do any electrical reviews, tool reviews, or what have you with tools. Be sure, if you're not too comfortable, doing electrical work, get a licensed electrician or call electrical contractor. Send someone to do it for you. If you are comfortable and you know the risks and you know the procedures of wiring or uninstalling and installing switches, outlets, running wire, and learning to knowing to do the job safely without getting electrocuted, it's always best to work with power off. A lot of guys tell me, oh, you're an electrician, why are you so scared of electricity? Well, electricians, yeah, some do work with live only and only if there is no means of disconnecting the power. Meaning, I've been in situations like that before where electrical panels would be locked and the building super has no key for it, and you have to do the job. You have to replace a couple switches or a couple outlets, or replace a light fixture. And light fixtures are a little different because you can actually disconnect the power from the switch. But if you're having to swap out the switches to a different type of switch or a different type of outlet, you can't get any means of disconnecting the power in the panel itself. You have to take steps of basically unwiring the device while it's live. So always bear in mind that if you're not comfortable using or working with electrical or electricity, call electrical contractor. Yo, Eddie Smallhorn, what's up, buddy? He's here. How's Christina? How the kids doing, bud? Wiro says, Klein guy, plugs and switches. It's live. You know it. It's always live. So here's a saying I go by that I learned, a little thing I learned from when I was in trade school. And my instructor told me that whenever you're working with live, remember this saying: you have to have respect for electricity. because electricity doesn't have respect for you. And what he meant by that was work safe. You know, go, learn your procedures of working with live wiring. You know, with us electricians, when we work with live wiring, what we do, the process of us doing that, like let's say for electrical outlet, what we do is we go backwards. As we pull out the device, the outlet out of the wall, we go from hot to neutral. We unscrew the hot, cap it off, then we disconnect the neutral, and then we disconnect the ground. And then when we wire it back up with a new device, or we just rewire it back, we go from ground to the ground terminal, the ground wire. We hook up the neutral, and then we hook up the phase or the feed. So, and we do it safely. We take our time because even though 120 can't, like, it doesn't really give you that, you don't have that much of a threshold. It doesn't have that much of a threshold on a human body, but you can run the risk of getting electrocuted still at 120 volts or 110. And it can kill you if you're not careful. Anything higher than that, like 208, 207, 208, 220, 227, 240, 480, definitely will kill you if you're not careful. So always bear that in mind. Everyone's doing well. How are you, Client Guy John? I'm doing awesome, Eddie. Thank you for asking. If you just tuned in, buddy, I was a little flustered in the beginning because I was having some trouble with Streamlabs going live and what have you, and it just really got to me. I literally almost smashed my laptop, and it's brand new. I just lost it. So, but I'm okay now. I'm okay. I'm just gonna stick with the good old fashioned YouTube website on live for a little while until I can figure this whole thing out. But thanks for coming, Maddie. Thanks for joining in. Eddie Morris, it took you going to trade school to find that out. I respect it so much. I always call an electrician. Yeah, there you go. It took me 2 trade schools. The first trade, if those of you who remember, have been on my channel for quite some time now and know a little bit about me. My first trade was HVAC, and I did it for about 3 to 3.5 years. And one of the first things they taught us was basic electrical. So I got to learn to wire up a regular, single pole, 3-way switch, two pole single throw switches. We wired in that class. We even wired single pole and 3-way switches to squirrel cage motors. And basically just to get an idea of how contactors and how switches worked, and that was the basis platform of how I became electrician today, because of motors, because of switches, because of all that. The first thing I started to do in the field when I first started out doing HVAC, I was just wiring up condenser and evaporator motors. That was it. The journeyman that I was with, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know if he watches or anything, but he wasn't really that knowledgeable about reading schematics. He wasn't. Out of all the years he's been doing HVAC work, he did not know how to read a schematic. And there are guys out there, even electricians, who been doing this for years, and they don't know how to read certain prints. They don't read electrical schematics. When I went to trade school, that's what they taught us. They taught us how to wire, contactors, limit switches, all that. And we did it on paper, and then we did it on an actual circuit, on an actual unit. So it's how we had to learn, And I took all that, what I learned from, and brought it over when I decided to go switch over to electrical. I took that over with me to trade school. And I learned electrical at a trade school. It was called Apex Technical Apex Technical School. It was originally out in Manhattan on 6th Avenue at West 19th Street, and it's not there anymore. The building is now a Lowe's, which is also not there anymore because they shut down that Lowe's. The school ended up being moved over to into Queens in Long Island City, right by the Queensboro Bridge, which is now called the Ed Koch Bridge, which Ed Koch was mayor of New York City back in the mid 70s. If those of you who remember Ed Koch, he used to be on the People's Court. He was called Judge Ed Koch. So yeah, he after he passed away, he was the bridge, the 59th Street Bridge, or the Queensboro Bridge, was named after him. It was now called the Ed Koch Bridge. So that's where the school is at now. But it was a good school. I enjoyed myself. I passed most of my classes there. They taught me how to wire up three-way switches, four-way switches. All advanced stuff about switches they taught me. I even got to learn how to do pipe bending. That was one of my favorite courses, pipe bending. And I passed my motor controls class with ease. It wasn't even a problem because I already knew enough about motors because doing HVAC work came in handy. So, well, who'd I miss here? I'm missing everybody's stuff here. I'm veering off. I never been to any trade school, says Jason Reynolds. I learned everything I know either from my dad as a kid or in the field or on a site. YouTube would have been handy back in the day growing up. Hey, you know what? Not everybody, school's not for everyone. Let me just put it this way. It's like for me, I went to college for 1 year and it wasn't for me, and I went to trade school. And I figured out that I was good with my hands, and that's how it was. That's where I am now. Max B says, "Hey Eddie, hope all is well, man." Jason Reynolds says, "What up, Max B? I think you stepped on my toes and pushed me up down the ground and stepped over me in order to take the laser from Wero that I was supposed to win." Oh, yo, wait a minute. Who won that laser, by the way? Because I didn't get a chance to watch that video Friday. So let me know who won the. Damn, I really missed that part. Audubon Dan says, "I know three-way switches on an Impala." Talk could. I already won stuff this year, says Jason Reynolds. Max B says, no, sorry. Max B says, "Some cheater. Haha, it was me." Oh, congratulations, Max. I'm glad you won those lasers. You really. Wait, dude, aren't you. Wait a minute. Max B. I think I've heard of your name. Do you do real estate by any chance? Was it you? I remember Vince mentioned you. None that. No. Okay. Who was it that he mentioned? It wasn't you. Somebody else. I think I've heard your name before, Max B. It was one of the videos Vince just did. I don't remember. Konomatsu says, "Klein guy, what's the difference between a contactor and a motor starter?" A motor starter. Okay, if you're going with a contactor and a motor starter like in a car or an automobile, would be different motors, like a motor for like a single phase, single stage motor, two stage motor, single phase, three phase motor. Motor starters. Well, let me think here. Contactor is pretty much like a switch, but it requires obviously electricity to you have for a contact you have a coil, and depending on the coil is either low voltage 24 volts or line voltage 120, 110, sometimes 220, 208. Between that, it's basically like a switch. I look at contactors like a switch, and motor starter is more like when I hear motor starters, I think of start capacitors. You get what I'm saying? Because you have some start capacitors on motors that help start the motor, if you think about it. And then you have run capacitors, which continuously just give it that boost, to start the unit, like a compressor motor, starts the compressor motor. It helps it run. Flux capacitors. You wouldn't run it like a flux capacitor. It's not normally a flux. Technically, it's not flux capacitor. A lot of people get that confused. They keep calling it a flux capacitor. And I know it's a joke because you hear it from like Back to the Future. It's the flux capacitor. You gotta get it going so we can get back to time. We gotta go back to the future, whatever, what Doc Brown said in the movie. But it's not really a flux capacitor. What a capacitor does is it takes all the electrical energy, and what it does, I'm getting disconnected here for some reason. There we go. It basically contains the amount of energy stored in there, and to distribute it. What I'd like to think of is it distributes it at a small rate at a small amount of electricity to go pass through, for if it's like a motor, for the motor to get its precise amount of electrical energy to get into, or the amount of amps that it needs to basically run. And basically that's what they call them capacitors, because it capacitates. Think of the word capacitor, capacitate, capacity, the amount of energy that it can contain. And you got to keep in mind, when run capacitors, and start capacitors, when you're replacing them, always keep in mind, when replacing a run and start capacitor, you want to bleed out whatever energy is left in the capacitor at its terminals with like an insulated screwdriver, or if you have a resistor, like a 45 ohm, 48, 47 ohm resistor, you can use that to bleed out what energy is left in a run or start capacitor. Some start capacitors come with the ohm resistor already attached to its terminal, so that way you don't have to discharge it. It's already bled automatically once the unit's off and you're about to replace it, taking off the wiring, the connections off the terminals. It automatically discharges the energy left in the capacitor. When it comes down to run capacitors, you have to either install a resistor or discharge it with an insulated screwdriver with a handle that's basically insulated. Because sometimes you can get a shock if you don't discharge your run capacitors, or any capacitor for that matter. Lots of lasers. Jason says a contactor is only a relay. Well, that's true. It's a relay. Basically, when it's energized, it will turn on in order to keep the load running, and a motor starter will only stay on for a split second. It does involve a relay, but also, yes, it does involve a relay. It could also relay low voltage as well. You're running to, like, you ever hear like low voltage contactors, where basically you have a contactor. The coil requires 24 volts. So what you do is you have to have a separate like a thermostat. Basically, you have a thermostat connected to a transformer. That transformer sends out signal to the thermostat. Your thermostat wire connects to the coil, the contactor, and when you turn on the AC or heat, it sends that signal, that small electrical energy, to the coil, energizes the coils, pulls down the actuator, for that way both your line voltage, 3-phase or single-phase wires, could pass through. If you pretty much, you already know about that. I mean, it's pretty simple. I started a 2-year automotive program in college, but did not finish it because the instructor did not know what he was talking about and got tired of it. Yikes. Instructor got tired of me correcting him and asked me if I thought I could do a better job, so I taught the class the rest of the week. Talked to the class the rest of the week while he sat on his ass at the desk in the back of the room. Oh, man. Whoa. LOL, Jason. I had a trade school instructor that would fall asleep. Jason Rose, and come Friday, I went to the administration office to collect my check, and they didn't have it for me, so I quit. You can add an overload to the contact and make it a motor starter. That's true. You can add an overload protection. Yeah, they even have magnetic, magnetic. Was it magnetic and magnetic? What do they call it again? Please, jeez, I'm losing it. I'm definitely losing it. Took night classes, says all about Dan. It's all true, ABD. Capacitor is just basically a boost to get the motor started like a battery. There you go. But you remember the capacitor also has electrical energy inside that it holds. That's why it's called a capacitor. It it takes capacity, the amount of electricity coming into it. It holds that charge, and it distributes a small charge that the motor or the if you have a motor or the application it requires. The motor requires a certain amount of electrical energy. It'll just discharge it and start it up. But like I said, keep in mind when you're replacing a run capacitor or a start capacitor, you want to discharge it because it still stores that energy, and you can get shocked. Because I gotten hit with a run capacitor, not in my younger years, got hit with it, not realizing I had to discharge it. So you lost one, you had your first, capacitor just basically wasn't. Oddball Dan says, I could imagine going back to class with all these brain dead kids. Autobahn Dan. Hipsters. Max B. Too true. Autobahn Dan. Autobahn Dan, you've been hit with a coil pack or plug. Let me tell you, I got hit. I gotta tell you guys, I remember, and those of you also remember that I told a story how I got hit with 277 volts. That's nothing. That's something you should never play with. And it was on a commercial job I was on when I got hit, and it wasn't a great feeling. It was not a good feeling. It really hurts. And if you held on long enough, if I held on long enough, I would have died. And luckily I did it. So Kona capacitor does kind of a work as a booster, but it actually does not boost anything. It does store charge, but it changes the sine waves. There you go. A little pixie's better inside the electric wire. Well, that part is true as well, Jason Reynolds. It does change the sine wave, because if you just ran, let's say 208 volts to a AC compressor directly, you could fry the motor. So because it's too much power, too much amps coming through the motor windings, it'll burn it out. It'll start, but after some time, it'll burn out very quickly, actually. Coil over plug, more buried these days. Show what that is. Yep, every day. Oh man, no, I haven't even eaten. I'm about to eat. My beautiful fiance ordered food, and I need to go eat, guys. She ordered me some a couple of good grandma slices from a place called Justino's over here where I live in Staten Island, and their grandma slices are awesome. To me, they're awesome. But I still do it the old school way and disconnect the coil to find a misfire. Whoa! That is old school. So, let's see here. Where am I? I'm going to make some moderators here. Oh, I can't now. So I got Autobahn Dan, Jason Reynolds, myself, Conan Man, Max B, and Will Rowe, who is the moderator on this channel. In the nation of moderation. I'm also going to make Autobahn Dan, you are also a moderator, so keep it clean, brother. And guys, just remember, when you come into this channel, we keep it G, keep the language clean. Amos Cardoza, welcome, buddy. How you doing? Klein Guy, Amos Cardoza says, Klein Guy John, I want to put electricity in my 12x16 workshop. Right now, I just have a cord running to the house. I plug in one machine at a time, but I'm sick of doing that. What kind of setup? Okay, so here's the thing, buddy. When you have a workshop and you don't have, oh, I'm sorry. Whoa, knock that over, man. You got away. Okay, so you got a workshop. You don't have power, like its own. You have to have its own um, panel. Now, is your workshop attached to your home, or is it more like, is it, I don't know, do you just run extension cord from the house to your workshop? Oh, I lost everybody's thing here. All of them most of the time. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Bank 3 running lean, says Wheel Row. Max B, later, guys. Take care. Yo, have a good night, Max B. Take it easy, buddy. And get ready for tomorrow. Speaking tomorrow, wait, Emos sub panel is best. There you go. Wheel Row says. Now, if you don't have a sub panel, buddy, what you're gonna have to do is, and you're not the type that wants to mess with electricity, I would suggest you get an electrical contractor. They will go. You'll have what you do. You have the electrical contractor walk through what you need, and make sure that what you need, whatever you is you have in your shop. You have a drill press, um, and you have like a table saw, whatever. You're gonna what your contractor's gonna have to do is he's gonna have to calculate all the loads of your appliances and power tools, and give you the required amount that's needed for your shop and the type of sub panel you need. Um, so what I would suggest you do is get an electrical contractor, come take a look, do a free estimate, and get the type that do free estimates, because if you don't, you're gonna end up charging for him to come to the trip, down there, just take a look around and stuff. Make sure you just, also have everything ready pretty much for him. Like, write a list of what you need, what you have, what you use in your shop. Check out how many amps each unit takes, because he should have a label where it says what phase and what amps, how much amps. So that way your electrician can use that information and do the calculations at their shop in their office. And it's just easier, because I always find it easier myself whenever my job sends me to do estimates. What I tend to do is I call the client on my way there, and whatever it is they need, if it's something like they want outlets for their appliances and what have you, what I like to do is I like to have them say, okay, take a look at the appliance for me. Do you see a manufacturer label? If you do, it should have the required the specs on it, like the amperage, what type of voltage it takes, and what's the amps. That's all I need to know. And what I do is, on my way there, once I get there, I take about maybe an extra 10, 15 minutes to do all the calculating. I'll do all the calculate, or like an extra 10 minutes to do the calculations, and then go to their home, let them know, okay, this is what you need, this is what's needed, this is what it's going to take to do it. And what I do is I record everything on paper, and I write the estimate. I send it to my office, and they right away they can give the client a quote, And it's just, I find it easier that way to have the client help me out, And if you're going to be that client, help out your electrician, help out your contractor with these things, because it just makes the process faster. You don't have to go through the headaches of, change orders and things that, don't get done on time, or, things that got to get changed, basically. Or, oh, you can't do this because of this. You want to have everything ready, in other words, because if they see that from you, they're going to say, hey, this guy knows a little bit, he's making my job easier. I'm going to make things easier for him, and, you know, help him out, make him satisfied with the work that's done. So always keep that in mind when you're doing things like that and you want a contractor to come to your home. Sometimes it's best to have the client do a little bit of estimating, a pre-estimating, so that way he can pass the information, or you as the client can pass the information to him. So, and we love that. We love that. Contractors, electricians, they love that. Tradesmen love that. I'm drooling over infrared gun, Jason. My automotive uses. Wiro says Amos 100 amp sub panel is the best thing, in my opinion. You can go with a 100 amp panel. That's no problem. Frank, yo, Audubon Dan banana in the tailpipe. Says Wiro. Amos, good luck, says Amos. You're welcome, buddy. Anytime. Anytime. That's what we're here for. You come to this channel or any channel, whether it's me, myself, Vince from VCG, Chris Conklin Vlogs, Wheelrow, because Wheelrow does these awesome fireside chats, which I love. I love that idea, and I love watching some of his fireside chats, and it's pretty cool whenever he can. So check. We all do these live Q&As because people have questions. People have questions. They want to know a few things. They want to know how what they can do to better their lives and making things work for them. And this is the perfect platform for it. So if you have any questions, you can ask myself. You can ask even the guys in the live chat, and they can have an answer. If I don't have an answer for it, they might have an answer for it, and that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Everybody, don't forget to press the like button. Yo, Kona man, you the man. You are the man. Don't forget, like he said, don't forget to smash the like button, guys. That has that has potential to damage an engine. Wiro says, know your expectations. There you go. Listen to Wiro at Menorca Home Solutions, aka Wiro. Audubon Dan says, I want to get the Fleer TG275. Not out yet. Scared of the price. Well, you know what? I gotta tell you, Fleer has some really good products for electricians, automotive mechanics, and for electrical engineers, HVAC techs. They even have some good equipment for low voltage technicians as well. So check out Fleer products. They can be quite expensive, but they get the job done. So don't forget about that, guys. Check it out. Check out their products. Jason Reynolds, pop quiz, Audubon Dan. If you're going to ohm out a spark plug wire, not a coil over plug, but an old school distributor system, how many ohms per foot of wire to determine if it is good? Wiro says, you said the channel name perfect. Haha. Thank you. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Audubon Dan says, it's written on the wire usually, Jason. Amos Cardoza said, I just joined Discord a week ago. Okay, guys, if you noticed, I noticed this, that's why I love this community. There you go, buddy. Yes, guys, if those of you know about the Discord, join Discord. There's moderators like, Wheelrow, Chris Conkle Vlogs, VCG, the Rue Crew. When I say Rue Crew, I mean your real estate whisperer. They are on the Discord, and if you get a link to the Discord, it's only around for such a short for a very few moments. So when someone posts a link to the Discord to you, join that Discord, join the chat. The chat continues afterwards. Whenever we do live chats, it will continue on the Discord. So check it out. If you get it, click on that link and join in right away, because if you don't, you'll lose it and you don't get a chance to get on the Discord or get what they say, chosen or initiated, if I'm not correct. But silly me, I haven't been on the Discord lately. Although I have an account on Discord, I'm sorry guys, I really haven't had the time, but when I do, I do. So Jason Reynolds, about 10,000 ohms or less per foot will let you determine that the spark plug wire is good. I didn't know that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Jason Reynolds, there you go. I never knew that. So now, thanks, buddy. Thanks for the info. I like that. Amos Cordoza says, thanks, MHS. I'm digging a trench because all my wires are underground. Whoa! Now you gotta remember, you're going underground 6 feet when you're pulling wire or placing, putting pipe like PVC, galvanized pipe or anything. You gotta have it at least 6 feet, 6 feet in the ground. It's just by code. Always keep that in mind. How about that on average? Oh, average. Thought you were taking some MSD ignition stuff. Conman Studio says, you guys take care. I had to do stuff with my kids. They are off school tomorrow for the Strawberry Festival night to all good night. Good night, Conaman Studios. Have a good night, buddy. Take care of the kids. Take care of the fam. Have a good one. Kona take care says Will Roll. Audubon Dance. Some of the drag race coils are insane. Did I miss any chats here? I'm trying to see if I did. Let's see if I did. Guess I was wrong, says Will Jason. Audubon down average. Okay, this is old. But what was I gonna say now? Yo, Liam A. Thank you so much, buddy, for subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell notification for future videos because I do videos. I do TRT, which is Tool Review Tuesday. Every Tuesday, I post a video at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I live in the Northeast, so that's Eastern Time. But you will get a notification. If not, please let me know. And be sure to hit that bell notifications. And if you like the videos, smash that like button and let me know what you think in the comment sections down below. All right. Also, guys, don't forget, if you have a loved one, if you have a fiance, a wife, a girlfriend, a sister, an aunt, a brother, a cousin, a nephew, a grandson, or son or daughter, make sure, and if there are just new teachers or old in the education system, young or old, check out Amanda Rose Beauty and Style. I'll post the link to the channel right here. Check out her channel. She has very good tips. She is a teacher herself in the Department of Education here in New York City. She has awesome tips about guiding students and making sure they have great relations with you as between teacher and student. Study guides, helpful tips on passing tests, and also beauty and style tips. If you have a loved one, niece, nephew, or wife, girlfriend, fiance, who are looking for tips in beauty and style as well, check out her channel. It's Amanda Rose Beauty and Style. Like I said, I'll post the link right above after this channel. After this chat is over, you'll see it. Let's see here. Whoa, wait a minute. What I got? Oh, I just skipped everybody's comments here. Sorry. Night, everyone. Yo, good night, Wilro. Have a good night, buddy. Jason Reynolds, well, you weren't too far off, Wilro. Only almost 10,000 per foot. The thing is, it was 10,000 or less per foot for the answer. So I remember seeing a lot at 16,000. Wilro says, go eat, Klein guy. Your food's cold. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to get a bite to eat. So anyways, guys, yo, it's 10:07. Let me just go off and say thank you so much, guys, for sticking around at this late hour. I appreciate every single one of you guys showing up here. This means a lot. This is great. I have a lot of fun. I enjoy these chats every Sunday. Don't forget, you guys, those of you who are just joining this channel, check out the channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification for videos, because I do videos at least twice, sometimes 3 times a week. I will even sometimes do videos like my pickup of my supposedly one key. If those of you have even seen that video, by the way, of me picking up my repair one key Gen 2 M18 impact driver, post it right here, link above, because it wasn't just I just didn't get a 1-key M18 Gen 2. They replaced it with the Gen 3. And I gotta tell you guys, I love it. I love it. I can't wait to start tomorrow. But speaking of which, tomorrow there is a snowstorm here in the East Coast, in the Northeast. So we're gonna get hit pretty hard, supposedly, with a lot of snow. And it's not, to me, it's not looking good. They already posted that the schools here are gonna be closed. So my lovely fiance, is off from work, and she's gonna be here with me home. But for me, I'm not quite sure. There's some chat about it between my project manager and some of the guys at my job. Where are you at? I'm in Staten Island, buddy. Amos. I'm in Staten Island, New York. I'm in the Staten Island is one of the 5 boroughs of New York City. It's here in the Northeast, East Coast, and like Vince is here also in the Northeast Coast. He's in Pennsylvania. He lives out in Pennsylvania. His shop is in Camden, New Jersey, where he does his videos, which is called the Den. We also got King of the Crease, who lives in Jersey as well, who is literally 5 minutes away from Manhattan. My man King of the Crease, you guys got to watch Big Brian, aka King of the Crease, on VCG. Vince invites him over for Tool Test Raw TTR every Friday at 5:30 or 6 sometimes. So check that out. Keep make sure when you go, if you're new here and you know about Vince and you haven't subscribe to his channel. Hit that bell notification, because he does videos every week, at least 2 to 3 videos a week. Sometimes he does even emergency tool deals. So hit that bell notification, because he does his emergency tool deal sometimes. Whenever he does, it's important, because some websites like Acme Tools, Tool Barn, Home Depot, Lowe's, or Ohio Power Tools, they do discounts, and Vince does these emergency discount tools videos. So check it out. Make sure, if you're new here, subscribe to his channel. And also, I like to thank the moderators, Audubon Dan and Menorca. I'm sorry, what was it? Menorca Home Solutions, aka Wiro, who are my moderators here on the chat. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Great stream, client guy. Thanks, Jason Reynolds. Western MA. Yo, awesome dude. Anyways, guys, I gotta get going. So take care. Like I said, take care. And make sure you subscribe. And those of you living near the tri-state area, be careful. It's snowing. Stay safe out there tomorrow. And if you can't, stay home. Don't take a chance out there. It might get really, really bad out. So I gotta stay tuned and see what's going on with me, and hopefully they call. They won't let me come in for work. So take care, guys, and be safe out there. And I will see you guys on the next one. So peace out. Oh, wait a minute. Windex fixes everything. What makes you think that Windex fixes everything, dude? You done? Hold on. No, not done yet. That was the missus. Gosh, I'm having a hard time now trying to get out of here. This is still new for me, guys. But anyways, guys, take care. Have a good one.